Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Without my compression glove on, my hand is feeling pretty good today. Pretty good. Not all the way better, but good enough that I can. That's perfect. All I'm feeling is a slight strain in there, so I feel like I'm getting somewhere, and I'm super excited because I miss crochet. I really miss crochet. I'm so glad you're here today to hang out with me for a little bit and chat about our crochet. Change the angle a little bit today so you can see what I'm doing at a comfortable level for me. If part of my big head is not in frame, sorry about that. I'll just kind of shrink down a little with my big head and work on this beautiful piece. This is coming along very nicely. This is the scarf that goes across you with the sleeves. The little sleeves are really starting to be noticeable now because they're ribbing, and this is just a double crochet all the way through. So I am hoping that this will look as nice in my head, or in real life, as it does in my head. I do really like this yarn. This is Mandela Baby, and I believe this color is discontinued. This is my second go with this color. The first set was a shawl poncho deal. It looks like a cardigan, but it's actually a shawl. I'm not even sure it's for kids. They also you could also get it in adult sizes, which was really, really nice. But it has a nice V in the back and builds from there. So that was my first run through with this particular yarn, and I really, really liked it. So I found some for $3, and it's not a full skein. I don't think it's a full skein. I think it's close, but not quite, which is perfect because this is not going to need over 500 meters. I want to say it's Dreamscape or something. It's Mandela Baby. I know that for sure, and it's a light 3-weight. I seem to be working with a lot of 3-weights in the last little bit. Can't go wrong with that, though. Unless you can't work with it because, things like arthritis, or you just don't want to wait around. Oh, I've been winding up my new yarn here and there. Got all the blues done. And I made the whole hat yesterday. Hold on. I forgot to show you our beanie. Now keep in mind, her and I have almost the same size head. Hers is a tiny bit shorter, not by much. Oh, look how cute that color is. I'm struggling to figure out the pigtails. I kind of want to do it just as long, but I'm also thinking it might be a good idea just to crochet it all together and just have a couple tendrils down from it. I don't know. I've got a couple options. I thought about doing the individual, curly strands, and it's not going to work. So that is back in the planning, and it didn't work out. So that's kind of no good. But I'm going to take this off and show it to you a little closer. So this is the yarn I got for $1.50. And look at that good stitch definition. It's got good stitch definition, and it's pretty soft. It's nothing to complain about. It felt really nice on my head. It's warm, and I really like the color. I love, love, love that color. that's pretty much the blue I've been searching for, the electric blue that I really wanted for my neon project. I just don't know if I want to make it out of this. Maybe. I mean, it would be warm. And I don't know. I could accommodate maybe a couple different changes to make it worth it. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. It's a lot for me to think about, that's for sure. But I mean, when am I not thinking about crocheting? Okay, nice double crochets all the way until we get to our half double crochets, which I'll use for the ribbing. Ribbing, ribbles. Looking amazing. I am really happy with how this project is going, and because it's a bigger bigger hook, it's a lot easier for me just to gently do this one. I don't need to keep my stitches tight. They seem to stay pretty good. And I did the math on my new yarn. Okay, so for 45 grams, it's roughly about 90 meters. So with 6, I have 540 meters to work with, give or take. So I may have to grab a few more of these down the road to give myself a massive amount, because maybe I might just decide to make a big duster. I am considering it. My middle daughter she has a duster I already did out of Red Heart, a creamy Red Heart, and I think it's Red Heart Candy, or Bonbon, one of the others. It's Candy or Bonbon. It's like blue, pink, and all sorts of interesting color changes to it. It's only the few colors. It's very pretty, and definitely up her alley. The blue is quite bright, and the pink is quite bright as well. So I did her up a duster. I used one of Bag O'Day's patterns, and I can't think of the name for the life of me. It's the one with, you do your granny square, and then on the second last row, you pull down like 3 rows down with your contrasting color. It's really pretty. I don't know where she has it, or I would go grab it to show it to you, but it is in my my intro. So it is a long duster for a child that was 7 at the time, so it's not that big. Not like mine. My duster, oh my gosh. I didn't tell everybody, but when I was out and about shopping and hanging out with the family and doing the family stuff, I had my big gray and black duster as my sweater for the day, because it is fall. And I had about 3 different people at different times throughout the day come up and tell me how much they liked my duster. I really made my day. I was really worried that it would look really like weird or something. I don't know what I was thinking it would look like. I knew that I would like it. I just didn't think anybody else would like it. And to think, I used to, when I was a child, want to be a fashion designer. And yet I worry that no one likes my taste. Which is probably because this is such a weird thing. But I was so fashion conscious and into like couture that I was ahead of the curve by a long shot compared to my peers. So 6th grade, I'm the first person wearing flowered leggings. Those caught on like everywhere, except my elementary school. And so people were always constantly bothering me about my clothes. My mom would make clothes, and we would pick out the material, we'd pick out the designs and patterns I'd want to wear. And I liked them until everybody made fun of me. And now looking back, I regret allowing other people's bad attitudes get to me. I really wish I could teach my kids that too, but I mean, that is something you have to learn with time. But I was definitely reading fashion, like high-end fashion magazines, not Teen Beat and stuff like that with like all the boys. Those were great, but I wanted to see all the latest fashion shows. I used to be very into all the different designers. I knew what was hot, what was not, what color was going to be in, what texture, what materials, and just tried to insinuate a bit of it into my own everyday wardrobe. And sometimes people would be okay with it, and a lot of times people would tell me that I looked like a clown. All the time. I always looked like a clown. But if I had lived somewhere a little bigger, with a little bit of a stronger fashion community, I would have been fine. And I didn't realize that for a very long time, that I was fine. And now I live in sweatpants. But that's because I'm just getting out of the whole toddler mom thing. I'm still have some challenges that we're getting to, and quite frankly, I don't want to wear nice clothes around my kids. I really don't. If I am cleaning up somebody's like disgusting bathroom mess, I'm not going to dress up. If I'm just staying home to hang out with the kids, I'm not going to dress up. No point to it. I don't bother with makeup. I at least brush my hair and my teeth, put on deodorant, that kind of thing. But wearing my fashion outfits, it's just not really happening. Okay, I do wear my crochet. That is one of the things I wanted to do with learning how to crochet, was make myself some everyday wearables that weren't made out of synthetic. Well, acrylic is synthetic, so that is not exactly what I mean. I mean something that is like this. Like, I like this shirt. The shirt's nice, but if it left my wardrobe, I'd be okay. It wouldn't bother me as much as, say, my Hexi cardigan, which I just pulled out of storage because our weather is finally at that point where I want to wear my Hexi cardigan. If you've never seen my Hexi cardigan, she's right here. This one I made out of 2 Karen big cakes, and I added a bit of black in the middle because I needed a little bit more than what the cakes afforded me. So that is my back. That was my front. I have made 3 of these now, and I would probably make more. I definitely would. I really had fun making it. I really enjoyed making them. I tried to offer it to my son to make him one, but he wanted knitted. He wanted to see me knit. He used to watch me knit when he was really little. I knit him some toys before I really got into crochet, which was only in the last 10 years or so. But he wanted something that was knitted. So his sweater. Okay, now we're doing this should be it. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, right? Yeah, that's 20. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying was that he decided that he would rather have a knitted sweater over a crochet one, which was his choice. And I'm totally fine with it. I'm up for the challenge. Thankfully, he would have taken a crochet one if I couldn't do it. And he would have been fine with it. He really likes that yarn, and he likes the way it's striping up. He loves it when I show it to him. The other night, I was teasing him, and he texted me and asked me what I was doing. I was like, I'm knitting you a sweater. He got a big smiley face back. Okay. I feel that a little bit in my finger now. Yeah, we're getting into sweater weather. Sweater weather. I sure like sweater weather. Spring and fall are the best times. Summer's too hot, winter's too cold. Spring and fall, got that happy medium that I really like. There we go. So, like a month and a half ago, we got a double diffuser. It's a humidifier for my room from Temu, and I gotta say, this is the best one we've gotten from there. This thing has been working like crazy. It does unfortunately tell me not to use scents in it, so I haven't. And it says just use regular tap water, put it in, just make sure the little cotton swabs in it are nice and moist, and let it go. It goes for like 12 to 14 hours depending on what spray you put the nozzles on. So I am really happy with that. I really like being able to have a nice humidifier in my room. I do miss the diffuser for the scents, but sometimes scents can be a little bit much for me, so just plain water is great. It's really helping everybody, so I'm hoping that we can get a few more in the house. Because we have central air, but it's a dry heat, and we will be having to turn it on fairly soon. There we go. So when you're doing a half double crochet ribbing, all you're actually doing is just back loop only. You are making your half double crochet and you are just slipping into that back loop, pulling out. That's it. It looks crazy thin when you're on the row, but once you're done with that row, it actually looks really nice, really compact, and a lot nicer than you would think it would. Because like I always get nervous when I'm doing them, because I was like, oh my gosh, I am so at a point where I don't think it's working. One more. There we go. And we're going to move up this stitch marker because we're like 7 rows down and I'm starting to lose sight of it. And that's just to mark where my ribbing comes in. And back to my longer double crochet. This looks like one of those like bed bug things, that dust mites that lives in your bed. Just made me think of how I was looking at it. Anyways, I'm losing my mind. Thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye!